What's up, guys? It's your boy Trigger. You are now tuned into just another podcast. Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy New Year's. You made it?
Nope.
Not really?
It's the same shit, different flush. We're good.
Right. Yeah, I mean, nothing's changed unless you've changed your mindset. And we're going to speak on that today.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Yes, we are. But first, bro, say what's up to the people.
No. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Welcomes to week 6.
Right. Week 6. You made it. For those loyal people, you made it. That's right.
For those who dropped off, screw you.
For those who have stayed, right. And for those who have stayed, you don't get any type of trophy or any reward or anything like that. Congratulations,
trophy, man.
Oh, I hate that, by the way. But that's another podcast, though.
We'll talk about that at a different time.
Right. But bro, what's going on today, man? I know you got some crazy stuff to discuss with the people. So what's going on?
Don't
today?
I always?
Yeah, man. I mean, we always got crazy topics. But what's going on?
I'm a wild boy, though.
Hey, it's all right though.
Listen,
gotta get wild sometimes.
Man, I really need to chill my ass out. But anyways. Topic of the day. Here we go. In Ohio, 5 teens were arrested after dropping a rock from a highway overpass that killed a father and a car below.
Oh.
So, in Ohio, a 17-year-old, a 16-year-old, and 3 15-year-olds got arrested. They decided that they were just going to go drop some shit, and it happened to kill someone down below on the highway. Now, bro, you and me had spoken about this a little bit previous to the podcast here,
right?
And we had some different opinions on how we think this thing should be played out. Now, these kids are actually being tried as adults. 17, 16, and 3 15-year-olds being tried as adults. Now, me personally, I don't agree with it. But you have a little bit different opinion. Explain why.
I feel like as a lawyer, and I'm just thinking of it from a lawyer standpoint, I guess. I'm being devil's advocate. I'm having a little fun here, guys. Anyway, so I feel like if I'm the lawyer, if I were a lawyer and I'm proving that they should be trialed as an adult, I'm gonna say the intent was to cause a ruckus. I mean, as a child, you still premeditated the fact that you had to get that rock up there. And, you know what I mean? It's just a lot of things you have to take into consideration here. You know what I mean?
That's the thing, though. Like you said, intent to cause ruckus, not an intent to kill.
No, it's not an intent to kill.
So should they be tried as adults for murder? See, that's my thing.
All right, here's the thing here. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, where you're saying, okay, here's a bunch of kids that made a mistake, and
don't we all? Like,
yeah,
I remember doing some stupid shit back in my day. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And we are definitely not getting into that, so don't even ask. But I mean, I remember it even like 4 years ago where I was just sitting back and I was like, you know what? I really shouldn't have done that 4 years ago. And it's not maybe something to that level, but we always think about stuff that we shouldn't have done.
The sad part about this and the reality of the situation is that they have to be the example. And I mean, let's be real here. There's a lot of cases that, that's not fair. But then when you look at it, it's like somebody has to be the example here. And they have to be the example. They have to be the example. They have to set that bar. And unfortunately for these guys, they're going to be the bar. And that's just how it's going to be. Because the intent, I'm sorry, you knew that this was going to cause some crazy. You knew that this was going to cause some major shit. You knew, because that's why you did it. You were like, yo, this is going to be so crazy. Oh my God, we're going to drop it down and we're going to run. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, you knew that it was going to cause a ruckus. You knew. So the intent is there. Not the intent to kill, but the intent to cause something majorly wrong in the situation that was fine. People were driving, people were minding their business, and you decided to disrupt that. So yes, they have to be the example. Yes.
one thing I hate about this article is the fact that like they tried to make it personal so people had an opinion on it. They didn't just come out with the facts of, well, these kids did this. They had to take it to a different perspective just to get people all pissed off about it. They
Yeah,
said
yeah, that's
this
propaganda.
this father was apparently going to be. I think they said that he was going to go through and propose to. They were on their way on some vacation or whatnot, and he was going to propose to his fiance or not. Well, would have been his fiance. I'm like, why? Why did you have to throw that in there? What about this personal aspect is going to pan out in a positive way? You're just pissing people off. So let's leave the personal aspect of this out and let's just focus on the facts here, right? Kids dropped the rocks, hit car, guy died, other cars got in the pile up afterwards. Big mess, right? Now you said that this was about making an example out of these kids. How often do you really hear about people throwing shit over an overpass on cars below? I would understand it like if this was a reoccurring issue, but if this is something that only happens once in a freak, like once every 5-10 years, what are you setting the example for? It's not like people go out and do this stuff deliberately all the time.
We don't know that. You don't know that. You don't have any evidence to support that. That's what I'm saying. We don't know how often that happens. We know when somebody dies from it because there it is, bam, in the paper. Yeah. Because, I mean, you don't know how many times people have thrown stuff over top of that overpass or any other overpass for that matter. That's why they have to be the example. I'm sorry, but they have to be the example in this case. They have to.
I understand making an example saying like, okay, so these kids obviously have to be held accountable for what they do. But to do it on such a high level, be tried as adults, really?
It is, and I will agree to that. It is extreme, very extreme. I will agree to that. It's very extreme. I think that it shouldn't be as extreme, but hey, if you're gonna go far, you're gonna set the example. Why not set it in stone? And that is in stone, pretty much. So, I mean,
I view it from two different perspectives. Like one, if I was a family, obviously I would want revenge
right,
because I just lost someone that I loved, right?
right.
But these kids, though, think about what they're going to be thinking 5 or 10 years from now. Their life is completely gone now. Over something stupid, obviously, should they have done it? No. Did it happen in a freak way? Yeah, it did. Like, I guarantee you their intent was not to kill somebody.
Right. I know that for sure. The intent was not to kill.
But if
I
you're
do
being
know that.
tried, if you're being tried as an adult and you're facing murder charges, you're going to end up getting maybe 15 to life if convicted. That's it for them. 15 years old,
Yeah.
and your life is now over. You're in prison for at least until you're 30.
And things like that happen.
That sucks.
It does suck.
I honestly think that if anything,
Community service.
I don't know of a middle ground really, to be honest with you. But I just feel
Right.
like being tried as an adult is just way too extreme, if you ask me. Because I mean,
You can't keep
come on
giving
there.
right, but you can't keep giving community service for killing people. Like what?
No, I mean that's true too.
No. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like I'm with you. I'm in the middle too, but I'm like I definitely understand them going hard and punishing them to the fullest extent. Maybe not that far, but I mean I understand them going above and beyond on this one, saying, "Look, we got to stop these kids now." Like come on, man.
Now the thing is like in a jury's aspect, like you're going to be tried in court, jury's going to be there, et cetera, because obviously this is a prime case at this point. It's hitting all over the news. As a juror, if your point is to send a message, is this now making it personal? Because as a juror, you're not supposed to get personal with the cases. You're supposed to only look at facts. Now, just fact-wise, is there enough supporting evidence to say they need to be tried as an adult with the extent that it is?
Yeah, I just said that. I just said the intent was there.
But
That's it. It may not be enough. I will say that it may not be enough, but it's
how
damn
can
sure
you
up to
argue
par.
intent, though? Like, Now, me personally, I've never been a lawyer. I've never been in the court system. I've never been in trouble like that. So,
You can argue
thank God.
intent simply by saying, okay, as a child, you knew that you were going to cause mischief, right or wrong. You knew that as a child. I mean, what you say they were 15? 15?
One was 17, one was 16, and 3 15-year-olds.
Oh yeah. You know right from wrong, don't you? You knew this was going to cause a big mess, did you not? Therefore, the intent was there. That was premeditated. Whether
the intent to cause ruckus, yes.
Exactly.
But
So
they're being tried for murder, though. That's the thing. They're being tried for murder.
Right. But you're not understanding that if your intent was never there in the first place to cause a ruckus, it would not have ended in a murder. That's what I can argue in court. That's what I can argue that.
Now take that personally though. Like let's say
but you just said let's not do personal. So why are we bringing personal into it? Let's remove that. You just said if we remove everything personal and we go with facts. You just said that. So if we go with facts, and I'm presenting facts here.
I mean, just from us talking though.
Right.
Have you ever done something that you knew was going to cause a little bit of a chaotic ruckus?
Of course. You mean as an adolescent or as a teen? Yeah, of course.
Worst case scenario, someone dies. Does that mean because you just were doing something to cause a ruckus, does that mean you need to be charged with murder?
I'm not saying that I should be charged with murder, but I'm saying that I should be held accountable, of course, yes. Now, as far as the court system charging them with murder, that's them setting I'm explaining as far as why the court system is going this far. I'm saying that they're trying to set an example. I'm not saying that this is the best way to do it. I'm not saying, oh yeah, that's perfect. Oh yeah, that's awesome. No, it's fucked up. It is fucked up.
That's the problem with our legal system.
Right,
man.
right, exactly. That's fucked up.
They don't really care. They just want it's just a statistic at that point.
If you want to get started on our legal system, holy shit. I mean, that's a whole nother podcast in itself. So,
oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, come on. So when you're talking about the legal system, you're like, okay, why? So everybody wants to know why. Why is it so harsh? They're trying to set an example here. That's why. And you're saying, okay, if you can argue that, I just did. I just argued that. I'm not a lawyer.
Like, if they're trying to set an example, I just don't think that this is the way to go about it. Because you're not helping anything. Because, like, for instance, we convict murderers all the time, and we're talking like cold-blooded murderers, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about people who shoot people cold, blank. Does that stop anybody else from doing it? So if that doesn't stop that, why do you think that convicting these kids of murder is going to stop other people from doing the same shit? What bar are they setting us at? It's not about sending a message. It's about a conviction rate.
Right.
And these kids are officially a statistic of this. It's not about making our society better or sending a message.
But see, that's the thing. I didn't want to go into that. But you already opened it up, so cool, fine. All right,
you're welcome.
Yeah, because I was trying not to go into the whole conspiracy part about the reason why they're going so hard, but cool, we'll do it because I agree. This is nothing but
you guys. We're arguing for you guys,
right? This is nothing but and this is where the argument ends because apparently we're both on the same page at the end of the day because you're right. It's all about a conviction. It's all about a conviction here. They're going to cover it up as, we're setting the bar high. We're trying to set an example. I gave you the politically correct answer. But of course, it's about a conviction. Of course. Every case is like that. Every case is weighed like that. Can we throw this one away? Or can we add this to the... Oh, yeah, let's add it. Let's add that. So, I mean...
DAs are salivating over this shit.
Exactly. So...
But to kill the topic, my condolences to the family,
Definitely.
I'm sorry
mine
for your guys'
as
loss.
well.
It sucks. I'm sorry.
Does. It's a real fucked up situation. And hopefully everyone learns from that situation, especially the guys that are in trouble.
Right.
Hopefully they learn from it as well.
Speaking of learning, let's get off this topic and let's hit topic number 2 for today. Learning. We are officially in 2018. Congrats, everybody. You made it another year. What did we learn? I learned nothing. No, I'm just playing. I've actually learned a lot this year. This year was a trying time for me. Definitely left some things in my life probably shouldn't have. Drama, lots of drama. I don't know about you, bro, but apparently drama seems to follow me everywhere.
Well, everybody has a different path. So, I mean, we experience drama in different ways. So, everybody has
Yeah.
drama. Yeah.
But we're not here to talk about what's happened in 2017. 2017 is over.
Right.
The big conversation is how do we progress in 2018? What are some necessary steps we need to take to make our life and our civilization better? Bro, do you have anything for starters?
For starters, this is cliche in many ways, but accept people for the way they are. Accept them for how they are. Accept them for the things that they do. See them as who they are, because when you try to conform a person, it never really works well. And this is not just relationship wise. This is friendship wise. This is work wise, or adapt to those situations. Adapt. That's what we do. Adapt. Do not force a triangle inside of a circle, or a circle inside of a square, or however you want to put it. Don't force anything. Stop forcing shit, man. Stop forcing stuff. When you see
There's
a person,
two sides of that too.
yeah, and it is two sides to it. When you see a person as what they are, and you adapt, you say, okay, I'm gonna deal with them this way. Okay, I'm gonna deal with them that way. Instead of saying, yo, why are you like this? Ah, and then that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Because then the person may subconsciously be acting like that, and now they feel like you're attacking them. So what you could do is just see them as what they are, and this is every person you meet, not just personal stuff. Every person you meet, see them as what they are first.
I think that also with kind of going off that, don't be afraid. In the same sense, always give someone, a chance, obviously, but at the same time, don't be afraid to let go of some people either. Because
Right.
there are some people who are just not made out for your life. People are there for a time and a place to teach you something. Sometimes that can go for a month. Sometimes that can go for a year. Sometimes that can go for 2 minutes. But don't be afraid to let people go just because of, well, I don't want to be viewed as this type of person. No, you gotta strengthen you first.
Right.
You have to have you before you can accept anybody else. Like I talk about this all the time.
Right.
Everybody is their own individual business. We make business decisions every day, from how we dress to how we act to who we hang around. All this stuff is business decisions that we make every day. Do we go to work? What do we eat? What do we not eat? What do we drink? What do we not drink? Do we smoke? Do we not smoke? Everything is a business decision. So make the decisions based on your life and who you believe you are. Make the decisions that are going to better you as a business. Make the business decisions. Don't worry about anybody else's business. Handle your business first.
Exactly.
Then move on to trying to help other people if that is your thing.
And the thing is not to set up expectations of the other person based off of what you are. People have to stop doing that.
Yes.
What you are and what that other person is completely different. Y'all can have the same things in common and everything like that. But stop setting up that expectation, because when you do that, you then let yourself down. And then when you let yourself down within that situation with that person, now it's like, I'm no longer interested, or cause friction, or why are you like this? Why are you like that? Stop setting up that expectation. Figure out who that person is first, as just them being them, not who they are with you. Just figure out who they are as them, as just a solid person. Stop setting up that expectation like that. Like, oh, you're supposed to do this, or why didn't you do that? And, well, everybody's different. Everybody's different.
We also come from similar timelines, but some people are further back, some people are further ahead in their timeline.
Exactly.
Like, we could be going through the same thing, or I could have go through the same thing that you did 4 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, people go through the same struggles, it's just at different times.
Exactly.
So if you see someone who's going through the same struggle as you, that you did, mentor them. Like, listen, this is a path that I've chosen. Do or do not choose that path. Because
just real
the
talk.
only way we get better as individuals, as a society, is learning from our mistakes. We are doing a horrible job of that right now, by the way.
Oh my God. Oh man.
We cannot seem to figure out, like, I know this sounds funny, but we can't seem to figure this shit out. We constantly, it's almost like we go in circles.
It's like repetitive ignorance.
We are literally NASCAR, and we are just going at 218 miles an hour to the same damn destination we were 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Y'all need to figure this shit out.
Hey, 2018, switch it up. Switch it up, man. Switch it up.
To do that, though.
Switch it up.
To switch it up, you have to be informed.
Yeah.
There is no doubt about it. Be informed. People want to be more opinionated right now. That does not help your situation whatsoever by just throwing opinions around.
Exactly.
Throw facts around first. How about that? That would be a nice change from 2018. Throw some facts around here. I'm tired of hearing about, well, I think that, no. I don't want to hear about what you think. Tell me about what you know. And then we can come to a common ground on that.
Do more research, guys. Do more research,
especially with, like, the biggest thing right now is politics, civil rights movements. Do your research. It's not hard to go on Google and type in some stuff
while it's still free. While it's still free, you know what I mean.
It's gonna be free. It's gonna be free. Don't you worry. Net neutrality is not a thing. But anyways,
exactly. That's the joke. That's the joke. That's the pun. It's like, really.
There's your research right there.
Yeah. Research that.
That's the thing, though. Like, people consume their lives with things of opinions. Like, they have an opinion about something, and they're not even doing the research to see how factual this shit is.
Very true.
Like, how many people got all up in arms and consumed their day with net neutrality? No one's even talking about it anymore.
And didn't even know about the legislative bill that was passed maybe a few days after that, though.
Or maybe like the 6 executive orders that was passed before freaking Christmas.
Right. That's that. Don't listen. Stay awake. Not be awake. Stay awake. Stay
2 different things.
Awake. That's 2 different things. Stay awake. That's the thing. A lot of people don't. They just, you nod off a little bit and you get that good nap in. No. Stay awake.
Mm-hmm. That's a funny thing is, like, because that's one of the things I wanted to bring up was I've seen a lot of complacency this year, too. A lot of people are very complacent with where they are. Why? Where's your drive? Where's your push? What are you trying to aim for? Like, you have to have a certain goal if you want to make yourself better. And I see too many people complacent with, oh, well, you know, I'm just doing this and I'm just doing that. What? What do you, like, me personally, my goal is to get better, one, at my job, first and foremost. I want to be financially secure. Number 2, obviously, we want to build this empire, this podcasting empire, right? That's obviously a goal. We want to reach out to people. That's another goal. There's constantly things that we're striving for. Like me personally, I also have a goal of challenging my brain. I want to constantly, every single day, I want to challenge my mind to go further, push myself further. Like, I'm just one of those people where, you know, I believe in your mind is your own worst enemy. So challenge it. You know, your brain tells you, oh, I'm tired or I'm sick or whatever. No, I'm challenging that. That's just my personal thing. That's something I want to get better at. But people don't have things that they want to get better at. And it's just like, why? Figure out something. Drive yourself with at least one specific goal, short term or long term.
I agree. And I'll cap it off with this: short term or long term, step outside of the box. Just like bro was saying, man. Yeah, you feel like that social event may make you feel a little awkward. Go, man. Just you might need to network a little bit. Might need to meet some new people, try some different things. Step outside of the box. Just step outside of the box, man. Whatever situation that you're in right now, and you feel like, yeah, I'm cool here. Step outside of the box. Try to make it a little bit better. Try to stack, try to stack that money you got sitting right there. You know what I mean? Try to learn that new language, or just step outside of the box, man. That's pretty much it.
Speaking of which, this past year we've been known for creating safe spaces is the term. Like the University of Wisconsin even right now is creating terms that are not allowed at campus anymore because they seem to be too offensive. And they're not even like, in my opinion, they're not even offensive words. But they're starting to create a safe space at the university. And we're doing it as a society. What is your opinion on safe spaces? Do you believe in them?
This is like a bully-free zone that everybody can go to.
I don't know if it's bully-free zone, but like, I feel like this is one of those things where it's saying that if you don't agree with me, then like my own personal bubble that you can't offend me, you can't say anything too far-fetched. You can't like the whole sexual harassment thing. The whole you can offend somebody just by saying hi nowadays. Those kind of safe spaces. Not so much a bullying thing because bullying has always been around, but we're more targeting now where words hurt too much. So therefore, we're going to create safe spaces so we don't hurt.
All right. Well, here's the thing. Instead of us attacking safe spaces, let's attack the fact that nowadays people are a lot more sensitive. Let's go there. Let's just go ahead and curve it there. Because
Okay.
I mean that's really the root. So
Right.
let's go to the root then. Because I mean we don't really have much information on the safe spaces, and I really feel like I don't know. I don't know much about it, but I know where you're getting at. So I'm just gonna get where you're going. So
Okay.
as far as people being too sensitive, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how sensitive people have become. Just in general. It's like you can't say a lot of anything anymore without some type of group. It doesn't matter
Now,
what group.
is that also considered complacency? Because you're
It
complacent
can be.
with
It can be a form of complete. It can be because it's like, come on, man. We always joke around. We always say stuff like. So it could be. It could be, but then it's subjective, though. You know what I mean? It's like, it's how you look at it. It's based off of everyone's perspective, and it all depends on how you feel in that moment, or how you feel about a certain subject, or you know what I mean? Like that's.
my whole thing with the safe spaces is whenever, and I'll consider it. Now, this is just my opinion. I'll consider it a form of complacency. Whenever you don't want to step out of a comfort zone and you want to be constantly in a comfort zone, you no longer progress. Because to progress, you have to disturb that comfort zone. That point is not up for debate. Because if you're always doing stuff in your comfort zone, you're not so much as improving. You might be perfecting a craft, but you're not improving. So once again, as a society, we're teaching youth that you don't have to progress as long as you just stay in your comfort zone.
Now, see, this is why I kind of veered away from safe spaces because I don't know
And I
if
brought it back.
Right. But this is why I veered away from it, because I don't really have enough information to understand the whole consensus of a safe space. Because is it stopping violence? Because if it's stopping violence, then that's different. It's very acceptable, and it's not being complacent when you're stopping violence. If somebody is targeting you because of you're a certain way, and they're violently attacking you in any type of way possible, then that safe space is there to prevent that. Then yeah, that safe space needs to be there. It's not about them being complacent and not facing that danger. I mean, you don't want to get your ass kicked. That's just it.
Well, yeah,
So,
but I mean, with also all the things that have gone on in 2017, I don't see a pattern of trying to prohibit bullying or aggressive behavior.
which is why we need more information on these safe spaces. I really would like to know what's the whole consensus around it. Like, is it just, oh, you can't say certain stuff here, or is it like a more protective type of area for situations like when people are being bullied because of how they are, or people are being, oh, you can't, you look like a girl, or you dress like a guy, or, anything like that. Like, if it's like hate crimes and stuff like that it's preventing, then it's necessary. I don't think that's being complacent.
Guys, drop down in the comments what you think a safe space is.
Yeah,
I want to hear. I want to hear what your
provide more
opinion of a safe
information.
space is.
Yeah, or provide us with more information if you find any, because yeah, I definitely want to know. That's why I veered away from it, because I don't know what it actually is, as far as
It's a societal term. I know it's a societal term, but I don't know if there's an actual definition
right.
of what it is.
Right. And see that, yeah, that's why I get where you're coming from though. I get that, but it's like, I don't know. If it keeps people from getting their ass kicked, then I
Stop
don't
the
know.
bullying in 2018.
Right. Yeah. No more bullying, man.
Here's one thing I do want to touch on for 2018 for kids. I want to touch on this for the kids that are in school right now. Let's start a trend in 2018 where you're not focusing in on who you're going to bully or who you're going to pick a fight with. Focus in on your grades. Focus in on the schoolwork, because you only get one chance at that. Focus in on making yourself better as a, this youth is, this new generation is going to be, they're our future. So why not touch up on this? If you're a kid right now and you're more focused on who you're going to hang out with after school and you got solid D's, drop that for a minute. Focus in on school. Do some studying. Do some research. Smarten your brain, and don't focus in on your social life. Because social life isn't going to be there later. Most of the people that you talk to now, you won't even talk. I don't even know. Bro, do you talk to anybody from high school still? Because I really don't.
Yeah, I still talk to people from high school, but
And of course, you have to be different. Anyways.
yeah. I mean, I'm talking to you. What the fuck?
Listen!
What the fuck?
We have a select few, right? But how many people out of percentage-wise? We probably talk to what? Maybe 10% of the kids from high school still?
Yeah, very, very, very close to 10%.
10%, so not very many.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm getting. God, I have to be so literal all the time. Anyways.
But yeah, I get where you're coming from, though.
Focus on trying to get into college. Focus on making making a better future for yourself. Your social life isn't going to do it for you. The people that you hang out with is not going to make your life better 10 years from now.
Nope.
You are going to make your life better 10 years from now.
They can help. They can if they're going in the right direction, know who to stick around and who not to stick around.
Yeah, you and me got truly blessed because you're my best friend from high school.
Exactly.
And we've been on the same path for years now, and we've always helped each other out. We are one of the select few that got blessed in that area.
But that's the thing you got to realize, because there's going to be a lot of people like you said earlier, a lot of people that come into your life. So you got to realize who's the ones that are going to benefit and who are the ones that aren't going to benefit. So
who's the ones you're going to put up with, like you, and who's the ones I'd say no.
Right. Exactly, man. Any closing thoughts, bro?
Stay warm. Bundle up.
It's cold. All over the United States is cold. That's crazy.
I know this is going to sound really funny, but I'm going to do it just because. Just remember, guys, Valentine's Day is coming up. If you're already cuffed, you better start thinking of a good damn gift now. If you're not cuffed, y'all got about a couple of days before that shit hits the fan, so.
Yeah.
Go find it. Go find yourself a boo.
I just thought about that, yeah. I mean, hey, here's the thing, man. Guys, if you're with somebody, the gift that you do get, and I might as well just go ahead and pre-talk it now, and I'll keep updating you with that. But guys, the gift has to be thoughtful. Very thoughtful. Doesn't have to be expensive. Thoughtful. And that it can't be cheap though. See, a lot of people think that thoughtful is cheap. Don't do that. If you mix a little bit of materialistic values in it with the thoughtfulness, if you kind of just, if you wrap it in something really, yeah, you know, if you dip a heart in diamonds, you know, it looks pretty. That's what I'm saying. So, be thoughtful. Be thoughtful.
And if you do plan on going a little further with it, definitely wrap it up. Because come November time.
Safe sex, guys. Safe sex. I'm already gonna just, because I mean, come on, let's be real. You guys know exactly where he was going. So, safe sex, guys.
We don't have a population crisis right now. That's all I'm saying.
Right, we don't. So, safe sex, guys.
We good.
Right.
We good.
I think we should leave him with that. Leave him with safe sex. Safe sex, guys.
Safe sex and just bundle up, man.
We appreciate you guys once again for hanging in there with us, sticking around, and just listening to us just babble on about stuff that actually means something. So listen to it.
Yeah, because you're getting it all year, all 2018, baby.
Right. You're stuck with us. So.
All right, guys.